Folks. So in this particular video, we'll try to understand about what are the best practices. Okay, what are the best practices that you have to create for your store listing. Okay, so let's try to understand how you can first module, that is engaging the potential user with your game or app game description basically. So let's start get dive into the video to engage the potential user with your app or game descriptions, basically app description basically. So we'll try to understand what are the best practices. Okay. In this course, what you will be going to learn is few ways to approach the app and game descriptions basically. So what content should you consider including in your app description? Okay, what content you should add, what common policy violation should be avoided when writing a description, and third thing, you need to understand what are the common strategy for writing a great descriptions. These are the three things we'll be going to learn. Okay, so it is telling that are you a app developer or a game developer? Some of the best practices outlined in let's say vary when you're writing the description for an app or game. Choose an option below show like it show the content tailor or app for games. Okay, you can always return to select either to view option. Okay, view app example and practice basically. Okay, so if you just click here, that is nothing is happening. So just an example. Great. View example means great. Well, we will focus examples and practice opportunities for more. Okay, view game great. Okay, all right. So now type of a description. When it consider about like select description, let's select each tab for to learn more. Right, short description. Short description is like how your store listing should be shortened for to be text. Users can see whenever you are looking at an app detail page on the Google Play Store app. The short description should convey the app or game's message in 80 characters or less. When it comes to the short description, folks, it should be 80 characters. Okay, some user use make decision quickly only the short description to decide whether or not to download your app or game. Because of this quick decision, one question to consider that when you write the short description is, would a potential user have a clear view what your app does? Okay, so you have to make that like short description what your app is about and what your game is about. Okay, without having the read the full description. Okay, you have to make a concise and make a standard like clear best practice for the short description. So if the user not going to the details of the description, if he able to understand the short description, what is all what is your app is all about, so he can download it. Okay, he can download and he can check it like how the app will help him to play a game or whatever sort of things is about. Okay, so now full description will be 4,000 characters and short description should be 80 characters. Right, so this is the two things you need to consider. Okay, that gives you the full describe your app or game, its key features. Some users want to know more about the short description provides. Avoid repeating your short description in your full description. User have already read it. Instead, to provide the best user experience, focus what makes your app or game unique in the market, basically. Okay, let's look at some tips how to provide the potential users with more information about your app or game. Okay, so you should need to consider. So third thing is writing tips. When writing a description, don't simply describe your app or game to the users, convince them to install it. Okay, so don't tell all about what your game is all about. Try to make the engage the user to install this app. Okay, users with a clear understanding what's your app or what your game does and how it benefit them are more likely to install. Okay, how this app will be going to benefit them to help the potential users. Okay, talk about more what's your app do and what the game this game will do and what this app will do. Okay, so select each item to consider to for the checklist. Who will be the most interested, rewards they can earn and how. what your app or game does, unique benefits of user app or game, special features of gameplay options, unique feature of app or game. Right. So these are the things you'll be going to consider about the when you consider like what's a short description and detailed description. Okay. So question prompts for games is like what's your game primary audience, right? So these are the prompts. What I can suggest is what you are going to do it. Try to at least use the LLM models. Try to check whether this particular for your game is suitable or not. Okay, so I'm not telling that try to use it, but what your game is all about, try to achieve that as well. Okay, what's your game primary audience? What motivates your players? What is the goal of your game? What do existing players value within the game? Okay, so these are the things, and what are technical features does the game offer? What unique about the game mechanics, story, design, and setting? Right, so like here it is like that will figure out what to add in the short description and detailed description basically. Okay, so these are the things you need to consider folks, like store performance, what to avoid. Okay, top dating, new card collection game, these are the things you don't have to add it. Okay, pre-productive app. Okay, repetitive words like description extreme car with car racing in the finish. Description repeats the extreme and race within the same small space. See, extreme and the car, extreme and a car, extreme and a car. You are repeating the same word. So this you have to avoid. Call to action. See what to avoid. Download number one racing game now. Try the best security app now. These are the things you don't have. You have to make sure that you avoid this kind of a things. Okay, redundancy. Okay, short distance. Put the D pedal to the metal in this extreme car racing game with the thrilling stunts. Okay, get ready to pedal to the metal thrilling formula. The same thing you are repeating here. Okay, this has to be avoided. Okay, role playing game, simulation game, not recommended. Play a medieval for the kingdom and being a king yourself. Recommended you are good knight and corrupt land. Solve the puzzles and save the kingdom. Like this, the you have to take into the consideration. Okay, so see, select the description to learn more. Okay, so these are the things you need to consider while you are taking. Okay, describe does follow the best practices. Okay, like 12 countries which lead us strategically. Description does not follow the best practices. Okay, okay. This does follow the best practice because it's a clearly states who benefits the app and how. Engage the learn by describing rewards clearly. It's the goal gameplay. So this is all about folks like how you can do it. So that's it about this video, folks. I hope you understood like what are the things how you can engage the potential users with your app game descriptions. That makes a vital role. It is not a vital role, some people will say, but it is as a business owner or business it is very important.